Today on Heavy Metal Frequency, I'm reviewing another non-metal album, Matteo Mancuso's The Journey. This is primarily a jazz album with some elements of progressive rock and other genres. There is a little bit of metal shredding, I guess would be the correct way to say it, but the term shredding is overused, I feel, a lot. And yeah, it's really fast guitar playing, but it's a little bit too generic. And so this is an excellent jazz and other stuff album. Let's go with jazz fusion. I was trying to figure out the best way to describe this. It's kind of like traditional jazz, jazz fusion, and progressive rock combined. Silk Road is kind of an odd opener because it's a little more rock oriented. It has a slightly more straightforward rock music feel to it. Fermo is excellent. Falcon Flight reminds me of Alex Skolnick Trio. Some of the music reminds me of Alex Skolnick Trio. Rush a little bit. Something about some of them, like Falcon Flight, has a slight Rush vibe to it. Drop D has a little bit of a country feel to it slightly. Also has a little bit of it reminds me of Stevie Ray Vaughan a little bit. It's a very interesting album. Some influences of Steve Vai, Al Di Meola, maybe Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's a really, really neat album. Blues for John is a jazz standard. It's really great. Time to Leave is really good. Everything on here is excellent. If you're curious about jazz or jazz combined with other stuff, with jazz as the primary genre or the root of the album, whatever you want to say, this is a really great album to get. Also, Matteo is a fingerstyle player, which makes this even crazier. There have been guitarists like Tosin Abasi, has an incredible amount of respect for him. If Tosin respects you, that's wow. So this is and he plays Yamaha guitars, which is kind of cool too. So this is a fantastic album. Everything on here is excellent. Samba Party is another one that's had a lot of acclaim. It's a really great samba feeling song. There are a lot of nuances of. I can also hear some Wes Montgomery on here. Maybe the more you listen to it, the more you can garner from the listening experience. You can hear some notes of this guitarist or that guitarist, and that's not taking away from Matteo at all. There's a really great quote from Billy Sheehan. I took everything from insert bassist here that wasn't nailed down. You learn from people and then you expand on it. That's paraphrasing Billy. But this is an excellent album if you're really into jazz, if you're curious about jazz, if you like instrumental music in general. I would definitely get this because I love The Journey. This is a great album and you should definitely pick up a copy.